first I want to talk about lead attorney. After he got on this show and basically disrespected me in my practice, I hired a private investigator, Sergeant Sean Morgan, down here in Fort Bend County in Texas. And one thing that we noticed about lead attorney is that, for the last 25 years, he's paraded around everywhere. And for like the last 5 years, going under the name lead attorney. But if you look at all of his products, services, everything that it offers, he's never used his real name. I bet you don't know his real name. So my private investigator found out that his real name was Jamison Corey Campbell, and I reached out to the state bar, and his license is inactive. I pulled the rules out of Georgia, even though I know him. He's been on DJ Vlad. He's been on Corey Holcomb show. He's been on a lot of people's shows giving legal advice when this guy's license is inactive. And, I would never accept being critiqued, judged, or ridiculed by somebody who's faking as a lawyer.
Man, I definitely understand. I didn't even want to bring you in this mess online because it's a war against me. And he found a slick way to jump in this war because YouTube, Derek, is based off popularity, whether it's good or bad. So when he lied and said, Corey said it's okay for me to talk to you, that's when I said he's lying. Then he tried to switch it around like you lied when the truth is you never talked to him about my case. Am I right?
Never talked to him about your case. See, the thing is that when he reached out to me, I was a little hesitant because his email, or within his email, signature block, there was no legal name, there was no office address, there was no office phone number, there was no office email. He emailed me from a Gmail account. I mean, I was just a little hesitant to deal with this guy because, I didn't know anything about him. I wanted to vet him. I'm a trial lawyer, right? I've closed out 1,088 cases, 50 appeals. My cases have been in law books as binding authority. So I don't just go on popularity. I want to look into this guy, vet him, and check him out. And I was hesitant from the beginning, but with him being an African American lawyer, I'm seeing he has a big following. I'm like, this guy is legit. But because he lacked so many things, I was very hesitant. But ultimately, after he insulted me on his show, I hired my private investigator who I talked to, and he gave me some information. But I also talked to my good friend Durante Partridge, who's an attorney in Atlanta, who stopped by lead attorney's office, and we have pictures of this, only to find that he operated out of a trap house in Atlanta that
I
has
heard
burglar
about
bars.
that.
Yeah, it's a trap house, burglar bars on the front door. It's a commercial mail place. I mean, this guy is, he's had the whole world fooled, right?
Yeah.
No staff, law trapping. I mean, this
We
guy
got a picture of the place. Did you send them a picture of the place where
I
where his
surely
office
did.
is supposed to be?
I surely did. That would be slide 15 for the engineer.
You got that? Hey, because it's just like, I understand. They're after me. They want me to look bad. And I'm just saying, it's like, okay, but this guy lied. See what he did? He said, you remember the part where you said, I'm clear to talk? I'm sure
Right.
you were telling him, yeah, I'm clear to talk.
Right.
What
But
about
I'll
it?
break I will break that entire story down. So when he reached out to me, I said, hey, I need to speak to Corey first to see if I'm clear to speak about this. I ultimately learned that he had been on your show. You talked to him, you guys were good friends. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's telling me that, hey, I want to support Corey. Oh, I'm clear for that. You're a good guy, you've been on the show, et cetera, et cetera. Corey's a very busy man. I'm a very busy man. You have to go through the ranks to get to Corey sometimes. So no, Corey did not clear me to talk to him. But at the same time, this guy's saying that he's a friendly guy, and he's saying he's here to support Corey. And I know what to say on a lawyer's show and what not to say. And anything I'm going to say is just going to help Corey. So I didn't think it was a big deal. But this guy, he took that to say that I did something unethical. Unethical would be I settled Corey's case without his permission. I filed a lawsuit without running it by Corey. We're talking about a news interview, right? Lawyers
Yeah.
get on the news at the drop of a dime every freaking day. It's not a big deal. But when you're dealing with this YouTube guy, he's gonna take something small, right? Just to get clicks, likes, comments, and subscribes. But at
Yes.
the end of the day, this guy's engaging in the unauthorized practice of the law, which is illegal. So for him to comment on me, I was just a little bit taken aback and surprised.
Well, there is no right or wrong in this crooked YouTube game because
Right.
the things that's being said about me, like I said, man, I don't have criminal history like that. I don't have history like none of this stuff that they're saying I'm doing. So I want to welcome you to the cold-blooded fuck shit YouTube game
I see. I see. I
because
mean, this is
it's
this is this is worse than court.
yeah, it's have-nots
Right.
trying to build position in society because they have no position in society. My position in society comes from being a stand-up comedian over 30 years. Your position in society comes from actually practicing law and watch
Right.
this, helping people.
Right.
Helping people. I know
Right.
who you are, Brother Derek.
Right.
I can't believe you're around helping me, to be quite honest. I'm glad you're around helping me. And now they got a picture of this. This is a mailbox place where it's supposed to be his office. How much does he charge? How much does he pay a month for this office?
$7.98. No
He got a
joke.
mailbox for $7.98, perpetrating like he's. Listen, if you could read those signs that are up there, I encourage you to screenshot that and read those signs. This guy is fooling so many out of Trap House.
That's right.
I mean,
And
come
it's
on, man.
exactly what he's doing.
So if he has no office to go to, he gets dressed up for play, right?
Right. I mean, if you look at those law books, those things might be hollow. My books are real back here. Not all law books, but they are real. I don't know if that's a green screen. Every time I see his degree, I have to squint my eyes.
Yeah.
This guy is. I mean,
Was he able to operate? I mean, was he able to activate some type of law degree this week?
no. I mean, I called the bar today, and his
Okay.
license is inactive. I called because see, I found it online that it was inactive. But then I saw some stuff that said it was active. So, I don't want to say anything about somebody, unlike him, that I don't fully vet, which is why
Yeah.
I called the state bar, talked to Ms. Rachel, who's a part of the state bar membership department, and said his license is inactive. And if you go to his website, he's giving divorce advice and charging people for it. So,
And that's illegal, right?
And that's every lawyer knows that. Every lawyer
Yeah.
knows that. That is the unauthorized practice of law, and that is what he's doing. And I'm curious as to his response because I have all of the evidence here. I have a binder with 30 pieces of exhibits, not receipts. We don't say receipts in court. We say exhibits. So, I mean, this guy's a joke, man. I can't
Yeah.
believe he mentioned my name. He didn't research me well enough. Couldn't
Yeah,
have.
most of the YouTube guys, they pretend to be smart and they
Right.
take advantage of the people who need the knowledge that's real. Because most
Yeah.
of the people on YouTube don't know. Look, if you know anything
Right.
about America, most people read at a sixth grade level. If you know anything about America, most people are not critical thinkers. So they actually think that presentation he gave meant that he was right. But I watched the presentation, I was like, what did he say that would make people think that what I said is not 1000% the truth? I mean, I'm
Well,
saying
well,
like the man lied.
yeah.
He's
Well,
an
well,
outright liar.
here's the main thing. On his website, he puts, I have 20 years of experience in the trenches of Atlanta, Georgia, um, practicing family law, et cetera, et cetera. I pulled the Fulton County court records, and he's only done 10 divorces in 25 years on file. Fulton County is in Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yes.
And the last case that he worked on was in 2019. So, I mean, this guy, look, this guy cannot be trusted. And if you do trust him,
Derek,
buyers beware.
I just want to
Beware.
make sure it's illegal for him to be parading as a lawyer as he does with the classes and everything. That's illegal, right?
That's illegal. He's giving advice. I mean, it's directly on his site. I can read directly. I can go to tab 19, well, slide 19, and it says, get clear strategic advice from me. You'll learn what steps to take to protect your finances, custody, and legal position. We'll identify issues you may be missing and create a plan to avoid costly mistakes. Whether you're preparing to file, responding to divorce papers, already have an attorney, and watch this, need a second opinion. Now, if you're getting a second opinion, you're giving a second opinion as a lawyer. Or in the middle of a case by yourself, this confidential session gives you clarity and direction you need. So this guy is practicing law. Here's the dangerous part about it. If he's not a lawyer and you're telling him things, right? And on his site, he's saying, this is the thing that is so weird. On his site, if you turn to, let me find, let's
Put
see.
his cake ass on blast because he up here acting like he good
Well,
people.
you can just go to his site. On his site, he's stating that, I'm not your attorney and I cannot provide legal advice. But then he goes on to charge you for actual legal advice. So this guy's a tricky guy. Like he
Yeah.
knows he shouldn't be doing it, but he tries to word it a particular way. I mean, this guy has a real silver tongue, but he's giving you legal advice. Illegally, he shouldn't be doing it. Now, here's the thing. One prompt on his website says that no communication creates an attorney-client relationship, right? Now, if he's saying, I'm not your lawyer, it doesn't create an attorney-client relationship, and his license is inactive, then possibly the attorney-client privilege does not apply. So all of these people who are telling him their deepest, darkest secret, I snorted cocaine with my mistress. I beat my children. He's a family lawyer. He may be subpoenaed to testify against them because the attorney-client privilege doesn't apply.
Do
It's
you know
been
how
waived.
deep that is, what you just said?
This,
He
this guy
can
is
be
dangerous.
subpoenaed
He
to
can be
talk against
subpoenaed.
them because he's not a lawyer.
He's not a lawyer. That's
Wow.
in his website says it. It says
Wow.
it. And that's the thing. This guy's a dangerous guy. He needs to be stopped. He shouldn't be worried about me in an interview. He should be worried about the illegal things that he's doing, and he knows that. This is
But
why his name has been hidden all this time.
well, I believe I think he's got an operative written all over him. I was looking that guy up and down when he was up here, and it was like, yo, okay. Because I was talking to him, that's when I was going through something with my divorce. And I asked him about it, and I could tell his hesitation that he didn't want to talk about it too much. But I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay. Excuse me. I was like, okay, this guy is not really he didn't want to dive into what I was getting into with a divorce, you know what I'm saying? But that's not for me to judge against him. But now that the work has been done on who this gentleman is, I just want to say to everybody who divulged sensitive information to him, you're fucked if he gets subpoenaed.
Right.